We'll be talking about meta-analysis and other reviewing methods. These are the content. Meta-analysis is a quantitative, formal epidemiological study design that is usually used to systematically assess previous research studies to derive conclusion about the body of research. The outcome of a meta-analysis is usually more precise estimation of the effect of treatment or risk factors for disease or other outcomes that any individual study contributing to the pooled analysis. The benefit of meta-analysis includes a consolidated and quantitative review of a large, often complex body of research. This is a diagram to make you understand the difference between narrative review, systemic review, and meta-analysis. Narrative review is like the whole picture in general, while systemic review, it's an empirical evidence. It helps you answer a specific question of a research. While meta-analysis is a subset of systemic review, which consolidates and it's more precise compared to systematic review. Functions of meta-analysis: identify heterogeneity in effect among multiple studies and, where appropriate, provide summary measures. Increase statistical power and precision to detect an effect. 3. Develop, refine, and test hypotheses. Reduce the subjectivity of study comparison by using systematic and explicit comparison procedure. Identify data gap in the knowledge base and suggest directions for future research. 6. Calculate sample size for future studies. We'll be talking about the 10 simple rules for carrying out and writing a meta-analysis. Number 1. Specify the topic and type of meta-analysis. 2. Follow any available guideline for different types of meta-analysis that is available. 3. Establish inclusion criteria and define key variables. Number 4. Carry out systematic search in different databases and extract key data from them. Number 5. Contact the author of the primary article you are looking into to ask for missing data. Number 6. Select the best statistical method for your question. Number 7. Use available software to carry meta-statistics. Number 8. The record and study report must be complete and transparent. Everything has to be very clear. Provide enough data in your manuscript. Number 10. Provide context for your findings and suggest future direction. In conclusion, meta-analytic approaches have demonstrable benefit in addressing limitations of study design. Diverse population provide opportunity to evaluate new hypotheses. They are more valuable than any single study contributing to the analysis. The conduct of this study is critical to the value of meta-analysis, and this method is rigorous. It needs to be rigorous compared to any other kind of study there. We'll be talking about scoping review. It's an exploratory project that systematically maps the literature available on a topic, identifying key concepts, theories, sources of evidence, and the gap in the research. There's usually a broad objective. We use PCC instead of the PICO for systematic review. Less restrictive inclusion criteria, not restricted to one type of this study design. No synthesis of results, and no risk bias assessment. The scope of scoping review: we need to examine how is research conducted on a certain topic, the nature and the diversity of the knowledge in the research, the nature and the diversity of the knowledge in the field we are researching on, analyze the knowledge gap, clarify key concepts and definition, identify types of evidence available in the field. It's also a precursor to systematic review. Scoping review is different from systemic review, and this table shows the difference. The name scoping gives it away, like the research questions are often usually very broad, while systemic review, it's always focused on answering a particular question. The parameters are narrowed. Inclusion, exclusion can be developed later on. Inclusion and exclusion are usually defined outset. Quality is not an initial priority for scoping review, while quality filters often applied in systematic review. Scoping review, it may or may not involve data extraction. In systematic review, data extraction is very important and detailed. Synthesis is more qualitative, while in systematic review, it's more quantitative, which means like numbers. Scoping review is used to identify parameters and gaps in the body of the literature, while the systemic review normally assesses the quality of a study and generates a conclusion relating to the focused research question. So in systemic review, we have to answer a question. These are the steps for scoping review. 1. Protocol development and registration. Under it, we have title, abstract, introduction, objective. We have method, eligibility criteria, approach to literature research, approach to literature search, selection, data extraction, presentation or evidence. 2. Searching the literature. 3. Searching studies. 4. Data extraction. 5. Analysis of the evidence. 6. Presentation of the evidence. 7. Summary, conclusions, and implications. Now we're going into umbrella and bibliometric review. Umbrella review is a novel methodological approach that has been established to address ever-expanding research volume of published systemic review. They integrate, evaluate, synthesize findings related to systematic review by organizing and summarizing the abundant information in accordance with the level of evidence. It serves as a useful methodological tools and provide appropriate entry points to clinicians or decision makers in medical fields. This is a diagram, a triangular diagram to give you the overview of where each reviews and studies stand. We can see the non-human and the human section, then the umbrella review upward, followed by the systematic review. Both are secondary research. Then you can see the randomized control trials are the experimental studies, cohort studies, case control studies, and cross-sectionals are analytical studies. We analyze what's going on. Case series and case reports are descriptive studies. You literally just describe exactly what happened. Bibliometrics can be defined as a study of quantitative aspect of the production, dissemination, and the use of recorded information. Herubel explained bibliometric as a quantitative analysis of publication for the purpose of ascertaining specific kind of phenomenon. Application of bibliometric is used to identify research trends, growth, knowledge, library selection within policies, information organization, information management. It's used to identify users of different subjects. It's used to identify authorship and its trends in documents on various subjects, to forecast past, present, and future publishing trends, to predict productivity of publishers, individual authors, organizations, and countries. Bibliometric techniques. There are different kinds of bibliometric techniques. We have the citation analysis, citation indexing, self-citation and co-authorship, publication counts, direct citations, bibliographic coupling, co-citation couplings, and direct citations. So this is my references, and thank you very much.